Hey YouTube, Jethro here. So, been canning all day. Got green beans, done pickled beets. But one thing I wanted to show you, last night I picked a couple days ago I picked a bunch of wild blackberries around my area and decided I was going to make blackberry jam, but I wasn't going to use a jelly recipe and use any kind of surejell or pectin or anything. So what I done was tried to follow a recipe. The first time I've ever done it without any gelatin. And what I come up with was I let it cook way too long and basically turned it into hardtack. I can boil these jars just like you would in a water bath with the top off. The stuff will break loose and come out. But I've got trial number 2 going on today. And like I say, the first time I've done this without using any kind of a surejell or something to help that stuff set. But what I do have is 9 cups of blackberries and 6 cups of sugar. And now when you dump the berries in the pot, you put the sugar on top, you think, my goodness, I need water. Well, you don't. Just take a smasher, start smashing them out, and I guarantee the juices are going to overtake. Once you start heating them up, what you're going to come up with is a whole lot of juice. The sugar breaks down, and I mean, it's thin and runny. This is going to take about 40 minutes from what I've read of cooking it down, stirring it occasionally. And the book, which I'm using the ball book again, it has a instruction that when you take and use a spoon test, when you get the juice on there and you go to pour it, see, that goes dripping pretty quick. Now when it's about to the gelling point and you're ready to can it, it's supposed to coat the spoon and kind of come together and have a couple drips off at different places. So about 40 minutes, I'll be back with you and we're going to see how this comes out. Okay guys, we're in this for about 25 to 28 minutes, and right now what I've got is still a fine drip coming off my spoon. You can see it still looks pretty thin. So we're just going to keep on watching a little bit closer, stirring a little bit more often, and wait until we can actually... Last night I was stirring it up and it was almost like swirling, and I went about 15 minutes beyond that to where when you stirred it, it would actually have a hole in the center of it. And I think that's about the gel part that I want. You know, I don't like jelly too much because jelly, you dang near have to have a spoon, and when you go to spread it on toast, it wants to crumble if it's cold or anything like that. That's why I want a good jam, is because I want to be able to take it out, and pretty much I don't want it super thick. I want it to almost have a pancake batter consistency, a little bit thicker than that, to where it actually spreads on the toast or whatever you're going to put it on. It spreads on there real easy rather than having to crumble your toast to try to get spread on there. So I'll be back in a few. Okay guys, been another 15 minutes, and basically you start stirring this. As you mix it up, you'll see it starts leaving like a trace trail behind it. And it just kind of swirls. So it's about to the gelling point. So I'm just about ready to throw it in the jars right now. Plus, that spoon I take out, when I set it down for a couple minutes, you actually go to wipe it off and it's almost starting to tack. So I think this should be the point. I first started this at 347, and now it's 434. So it's been right about 40 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and shut off and put it in jars. I'm going to put it in water bath for about 10 minutes. And when I pop one of them open, maybe we'll make a short video on what it looks like and how it tastes. Jethro out.